Hello everyone, I'm Calandra from the Leibniz Zentrum für Archäologie in Germany. My colleagues and I would like to present you a pilot project that is really relevant to experimental archaeology. It has just started yesterday, so I will only present you the plan and what we intend to do within that project. This project is part of the NFDI4Objects consortium. NFDI is the German acronym for National Research Data Infrastructure, and in this case it deals with the data from material remains of human history, so archaeological data. There are many partners involved in this really huge project: universities, museums, research institutions, societies and associations, infrastructure providers, and also cultural heritage institutions. The whole project is divided into 7 task areas. I won't detail them here. I will focus on the third task area, which is called Analytics and Experiments, and this is the task area that contains the pilot project I want to present you today. The pilot project is numbered TRAIL3.3. Experiments are meant to test hypotheses, but as you all know, there are lots of different types of archaeological experiments: replication, reproduction, reconstruction, reenactment, field and lab experiments, actualistic and controlled experiments. Due to this very large variety of experiments, it is difficult to report, document, compare, and share the designs and the results of experiments. What we now need is a common framework to do that. With this pilot project, we aim to provide an easy template which helps experimenters to structure their experiments and to ensure comparability between different experiments and different working groups. Our workflow tool has the following objectives. It should help experimenters to plan their experiments to avoid misrun experiments. It should allow experimenters to reflect on their experimental design, that is, why was the experiment run that way? It should also accommodate unforeseen issues, because experiments rarely run according to plan. Again, it should allow reporting and sharing experimental designs and data, and of course, it should be user-friendly so that everybody can use it. The workflow tool that we are planning should allow experimenters to build a visual representation of their experimental design, and this is why we are planning to use visual programming languages, where different building blocks like hypotheses, different steps, but also connections between them can be dragged into a workflow that represents your plan for the experiment. Eventually, this could look similar to this design for a useware experiment made by my colleagues and myself. There will be more features. The commenting option is very important in order to reflect on the experimental design. For example, we did this because. Archaeological experiments are rarely linear, so you would sometimes need to branch between 2 different parts of the workflow and to merge again, or to loop through some steps. Sometimes also you realize that your plan leads to a dead end, so in that case you need to branch off earlier and create new steps, a new direction that will lead to the results of your experiment. You could also add potential directions for future experiments. The final feature is versioning and version control. This is because you have a plan on how you think you will run the experiment, but it often turns out that you run the experiment a bit differently. What is important here is that you have a record of what has changed between the original plan and the actual run of the experiment. Finally, you could even extend this to new or planned experiments so that your experimental program will be continuously expanded. This way, you will have a complete record of the original plan, of what has been run, and of what you are planning for the future. In order to develop and test our workflow tool, we will use it on the design and results of 2 sets of experiments that my colleagues and I have run already. One set of actualistic field experiments on pottery shaft kilns, and another set of mechanical lab-based controlled experiments on past hominin stone tool use. This pilot project just started, so watch the space. Thank you for your attention.